Hey there. I've been following the political scene in South Africa lately, and there seems to be a lot happening. What are your thoughts on the current state of politics in the country?
Absolutely. South African politics is always interesting and complex. Right now, one of the major issues is the ongoing debate about land reform and economic inequality. The government has been trying to address historical injustices related to land ownership, but it's a contentious issue with various opinions. Some argue for a more radical approach, advocating for expropriation without compensation, while others believe in a more cautious, market-driven strategy to avoid negative economic consequences.
Yes, land reform has been a crucial topic for years. It's deeply tied to the country's history and the legacy of apartheid. I've also noticed discussions around corruption within the government. How do you think corruption affects the political landscape in South Africa?
Corruption undoubtedly has a significant impact on South African politics. It erodes trust in public institutions, hampers economic growth, and widens the gap between the rich and the poor. The country has experienced several high-profile corruption scandals involving politicians and business figures. Efforts to combat corruption, such as establishing anti-corruption agencies and holding public officials accountable, have been ongoing, but progress is slow.
It's disheartening to hear about corruption undermining the progress of the nation. On a related note, I've read about the role of political parties in shaping the country's future. How do you think the political party system in South Africa influences its politics?
Political parties play a vital role in shaping the direction of South African politics. The African National Congress, Inc., has been the dominant party since the end of apartheid and continues to lead the government. However, the political landscape is becoming more competitive with the rise of opposition parties like the Democratic Alliance, DA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF. This diversity offers voters more choices and keeps the ruling party accountable. Coalition politics are also becoming more common, reflecting the complexity of the political environment.
It's interesting to see how the political landscape is evolving. I'm also curious about the role of youth in South African politics. Do you think young people are actively engaged in the political process?
Youth engagement in South African politics has been growing, especially with the rise of social media platforms and increased access to information. Young people are vocal about their concerns and are actively participating in political discussions. Movements like #Fees Must Fall, which advocated for affordable education, showcased the power of youth activism. However, there are challenges, including high youth unemployment rates, which can lead to frustration and disillusionment. Encouraging youth involvement and addressing their unique needs are essential for the future of South African politics.